In a forgotten valley nestled deep within the Catskill Mountains, the villagers of Sleepy Hollow tell a tale that sends shivers through the spine of even the bravest soul. As autumn's chill sweeps through the land, turning leaves to gold and crimson, whispers of the Headless Horseman grow louder. They say he rides when the moon is high, galloping through the woods in search of a head to claim. Long ago, during the Revolutionary War, there was a merciless Hessian soldier, a man feared for his brutality and unmatched skill in battle. But his reign of terror was cut short when a cannonball took his head clean off during a fierce skirmish near Sleepy Hollow. The villagers buried his body in the local cemetery, but they never found his head. And so his restless spirit rose, doomed to ride eternally in search of what was lost. On misty nights, the horseman emerges from the shadows of the graveyard. Cloaked in black from head to toe, he rides a massive coal-black steed, its eyes burning like embers. In place of a head, he carries a jagged, rotting pumpkin, its twisted grin glowing with a hellish light. The echo of hooves pounding the earth is the first warning of his approach, a sound that strikes fear into all who hear it. One such night, a man named Isaac Crane, a wandering school teacher, found himself returning home late from a neighboring village. The path wound through the very heart of the haunted woods, where the trees twisted into unnatural shapes and the fog clung to the ground like ghostly fingers. The only sound was the rustling of leaves in the night breeze until the distant echo of hooves broke the silence. Isaac quickened his pace, his lantern flickering weakly against the encroaching darkness. He told himself the stories were just legends, tales to scare children. But the unease gnawing at him grew as the hoofbeats drew nearer. He dared to glance over his shoulder, and that's when he saw him. The Headless Horseman was gaining fast, his steed moving with unnatural speed, eyes blazing with fury. The lantern's weak light caught the glint of the horseman's sword, a long, cruel blade sharpened to a deadly edge. In his other hand, the grinning pumpkin flickered with malevolent fire, illuminating the empty space where his head should be. Isaac's breath hitched as he broke into a sprint, but no man can outrun a phantom rider. The horseman's laughter low and chilling echoed through the trees as he closed in. Isaac darted down side paths, leaping over roots and rocks, but no matter where he turned, the hoofbeats followed. The air grew cold, and the night itself seemed to press in on him, suffocating his hope. He burst out of the woods and onto the old covered bridge, the very bridge the villagers said could offer protection if one made it across before the horseman caught them. With the last of his strength, Isaac pushed himself toward the far end of the bridge, the rider just behind him. He could feel the searing heat of the pumpkin's glow at his back, the sword raised high, ready to strike. But as he reached the end of the bridge, there was a deafening silence. Isaac turned to see the Headless Horseman halted at the edge, unable to cross. For a brief moment, their eyes, or where the horseman's eyes should have been locked. Then, with a roar of fury, the rider hurled the flaming pumpkin at Isaac. The impact sent Isaac crashing to the ground, and the world went dark. The next morning, the villagers found Isaac sprawled on the road, unconscious but alive. His hair had turned as white as snow, and he was muttering incoherently about the horseman. Near him lay a shattered pumpkin, its twisted grin still visible in the pieces. From that day on, Isaac was never the same. His laughter was hollow, and his eyes held a haunted look. The tale of the Headless Horseman remains a warning to all who dare travel the roads of Sleepy Hollow on autumn nights. They say he still rides, doomed to search for his lost head, striking terror into those who cross his path. And if you hear the pounding of hooves behind you in the dark, pray that you're near the bridge, for if the horseman catches you, you may never see the dawn.